With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in, they got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is it?
To throw, Williams. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And running with power here. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To the air, Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ready to run.
Throwing is Williams. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Filthy.
Throwing again here, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Seven, our score after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Operating from the gun. Right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
12 more yards there and another first down.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Seahawks, 36.
And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed.
I can hear you now.
And he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup.
Let's go in there.
On this play, he finds him for the first down.
Fighting ball game right now.
Back to throw now on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Come on.
They'll look to throw again.
He's
got his man in stride.
God,
and the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate.
What the
With that last one, earning them a new set of downs.
Who does that?
Nothing doing there. They're
It
going
was
to
a 1 yard loss.
at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
What?
Williams again.
Yeah, buddy, I don't have that game anymore.
Zone touchdown Rams. Kyron Williams.
Brother, it would take 2 hours for that game to download.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
I mean, I am, but it still would take 2 hours for that game to download. Yeah, and dramatically decrease my game? No.
Down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
My Wi-Fi trying to pull a TV, downloading a game, and playing Madden. Yeah, but it pulls more Wi-Fi when you're... Trust me, I know. Plus, I'm streaming. Plus, when I get done, I'm going to go watch a movie with Katie.
Just across the 25.
I have no idea at this moment in time.
Coming to the line here to begin their next
I have no
drive, the
idea.
Seahawks offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive.
Oh, it obviously had something to do with Kelly.
Last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
No, I wouldn't look at that. That's nothing.
Reaching the end zone the last time, so have they been able to keep themselves mentally
Okay,
sharp
let's see.
and into this game,
Let's
even
do
though they
this
haven't
play
been on
right
the
here.
field?
This seems like a
And
fun
you
play. I haven't ran the ball once. Real pill
gets
slinger.
them right back up to that level.
Run it up.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Ooh, I like that
Able
play.
to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And coach is always hard
Yeah, I
on the
like that
quarterback,
play.
reading the defense and getting it to the open man.
I'm really
That's good
opening up
recognition
the
there. How about
playbook.
what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some
Yeah,
rack.
0
When
runs.
when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw, it's
I wouldn't call it that.
Let this go
But
for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
I throw one-on-one
couldn't
coverage
connect.
all day long.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't get the catch.
No, but
maybe
you
get
do
a
just in
defensive penalty
one-on-one.
and pick up the yardage that way.
I'll play the game.
Here's Williams. Intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line.
That's a touchdown too. Son of a bitch. I forgot. I got to keep extra blockers in because he likes to be a psychopath. Yeah. Alright, boys, get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive.
I love how my superstar safety gets burned by fucking tight ends. It's my favorite. I hate this game.
Here at the 2-minute warning.
What's the point of even running man coverage, honestly?
And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I'll tell you the point. There isn't one. Yeah.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Trevino. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Are we good?
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Doggone, fourth and goal. What are you going to do?
Use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. He's got it.
Oh my God, it shouldn't have been. Oh my God.
Terrence Ferguson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Okay.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
All right, Caleb, show me something.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go have some fun.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
What is up?
Looking to throw. Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Smith and Jigba.
Caleb Williams, my dog.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first down.
I should have no huddle. Fuck me.
At the 45-yard line.
Timeouts.
Back to throw. Williams. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What is it hard? Here we go. Whiskey.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now they'll change things up.
Vegas.
To the air once more, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
From the gun, here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Williams. The final
Hey, you read it like a book.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And plenty more to see after the break.
Well, there's 2 picks. One my fault, one not. Gotta love that. I should have known better. He knows all my plays.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6.
Oh my God, break. Oh, man.
Inside the 10.
I would still run up the field. It's an outbreaker, you dumb fucking receiver.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half, followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Okay, 28-7. We fucking suck.
Here's
Ain't nothing like an almost comeback. Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
Yeah, let them through. Let them through. Part the Red Sea for them. I can pay you for what? To give up sacks? Sorry, fat ass.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
All right, new plan.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Williams. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What is that?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't
Don't
it?
know
They
what
get
that
everyone
was.
involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. He finds McCoy. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a pickup of 6.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's
Let me guess, holding on me? Yeah, you know it.
5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Are you on mute again? No.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh my.
But it's incomplete.
Hold on to it. My Lord.
Because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Williams. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Need some stops, B.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
19 tight, not Warriors 17. 19, 18.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Like, how does everybody else's blitzes get home so quick and mine just take freaking ever?
And it'll be second down.
And that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go. 19, 60 Bobcat, Chap 60, 79 Bronco, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Second and 9 now. That's complete. He's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete there to McCool. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
60 license, 60 license. Bronco 80.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal.
18 rattle, 18 rattle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Light. Cup 19, scoop.
Looking to throw. Right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What are you trying to do?
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead.
All right, time to score touchdowns and kick onside kicks. Here we go.
For giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jared Burris. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Williams. Looking deep now for McCoy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some
Got him
chances.
right where we wanted.
They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete.
You need to watch that interview I sent you, by the way.
Before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short.
Good talk, good talk.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the Rams,
Ball on the
39-yard
39. Here's 2nd down and 1.
What is up?
Looking to throw. Williams.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That is the funniest shit ever.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Back to throw. Williams. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
What is up?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one is gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Williams going to look to throw again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jeff Besh, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
By God, I got it.
They did. It's Seattle football.
Yep.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. To throw, Williams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
There's no way he's keeping up with 99.
Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Williams.
And Caleb missed the throw. Caleb, you can't.
It's incomplete.
You can't do
Well, he had
that.
to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
Oh, this is
So the
69
field goal
yards.
unit is on the field as this is a
Oh,
big
no,
spot
I
right
can't,
here.
no, I can't make
Now the
that.
Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Okay.
That'll leave them with
They're
2
going for it.
remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Throwing is Williams. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 35 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
That game's not downloaded on my console, sir.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
No, why did it drag me under the line?
Throw caught out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Okay.
Good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I have 0 rushing attempts.
Wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't.
That's not how I beat him. I threw 2 pick sixes, basically.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for
I mean, I just got lucky and got an onside kick.
And try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Oh my god, I forced a fumble and got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
No. No, I don't.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because
yeah, no speed boosting, motherfucker.
On the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them
Don't
right
use
back
game
on the
exploits.
field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely, nursing that slim lead
Could
here in
be.
the fourth, a costly turnover. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing
One of them
game.
jobs.
So far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
In the hell?
To throw once more, here's Williams. Finding Walker complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys
Ball game's ended up. I haven't thrown one of them yet.
Defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
I wouldn't say ethical.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark.
Yeah, the speed boost isn't.
Gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So
I do it the ethical way. No speed boost.
They come up now
No Super Bowls.
on 2nd and 2.
No, I legit don't know how to do it. If I did it, it was by accident.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play looming on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry
I got
to
it.
run a play really fast. Let the clock wind
Yeah,
down.
I'm definitely bleeding clock right now.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 1st and goal. Walker will score.
Yeah, we scored.
Seattle. So from 3 scores down, these guys
Got a minute 18.
back to grab the lead, and I'll just
always tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words.
I ran the ball one time for a touchdown.
I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Going to be taken in here by McClure. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to go to their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Hey, man, I'm almost on for 400 yards in this game. Have some respect.
Making the plays necessary and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now they'll audible to something else. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Again, it's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. As they'll stop
Jackson really sat there at the 2K booth and was like, you know what I'm going to make? A build who can't do anything but get ejected. And I'm still better at it than you are. I can't do that. I'm hitting nukes nowadays. No, hitting bombs with Chipper Jones and Jackie Robinson.
Their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. An audible here to get a new look. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do
Legal
have a flag
contact, my
down.
ass.
Let's check in with our referee. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this
My God, Jesse, you're a dog.
Oh, he had 6 points.
No, he got a knockout, though.
But could not hang on. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles, hurry, 17.
Looking to throw. Right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Y'all ready for me to lose with 1 second left on the clock?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
It's a dub.
Incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second